Hi, this is Ted with Messages from the Heart. Do you ever feel like there are two parts of yourself? You've got the divine aspect of you, and then you've got the human, the physical. And we've been brought up in a dualistic society, so it's natural that we'd think, okay, they're two separate things, basically. And we often find ourselves sort of whirring, back and forth, sort of like the old Schmeagle, this one, this one, this one, this one, listening to those different voices in your head saying, do this, no, 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 that's not right, do that. And we get into that conflict that says, divine is awesome, we want to be there, but human nature is keeping us down here. And if we look at most religions, they really emphasize that our goal is to negate the physical, move beyond those temptations and the urges of the body, and just through strength of will and different processes become divine. And again, while this may be a good process that may work and may take you in that direction, for many people it creates a tremendous amount of shame, guilt, hiding your true feelings as you try to put on a front of being very spiritual, and yet underneath you're really feeling like your human nature is bad and should be covered up at all costs, and that no one should know that you have these kinds of emotions. However, in these times, we're really being asked to integrate the two, to really recognize that we're on this planet for a purpose. If you are already purely divine, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be on this planet. So we're here for a purpose. And I feel like that purpose is to really integrate the two. Instead of negating the emotions of the body, to recognize we have them, recognize that we have certain urges. And even though we don't want to succumb to them and become addicted to certain things, recognize that shaming ourselves and feeling guilty all the time is really diminishing our power. Instead, if we learn to love all aspects of ourselves, even those things we deem as bad or negative or shadow, but we bring them into the light and just love them too, and really feel ourselves being an integrated human being that can show divine emotions as well as human emotions, and yet constantly be in that stage of integrated authenticity. Not easy for most of us to do. We tend to go back and forth. And yet when we strive for that and say, all aspects of myself are actually divine. Because how can you say that the physical is not divine? It's still a product of the loving universe. So to separate those two, and again, we know that we are energy rather than physical. So when we get beyond that idea that there is a physical body, there is a spiritual body, and say it's all spirit, it's all energy, and ultimately it's all love, then we can move beyond that dualistic conception that keeps us in a powerless state, and instead move into a powerful stage of saying, yes, I am this amazing, complete, integrated being that can work on the 3D plane, 5D, beyond, but I'm able to function and love people and love myself in all aspects. Hope this gives you a little bit of a perspective on this whole concept of the human and divine. It's an interesting topic. And, I think the real question is, how do you go about doing that? And I think it really first starts with accepting all aspects of yourself and loving yourself and not judging yourself so harshly. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again on the next Message from the Heart. This is Ted, wishing you lots of love and light in your life in all aspects of your divine self.